Picture this. It's 2 a.m., your system wakes up, connects to your production database, and painstakingly pulls every single row from a table with 50 million records. And why? Well, just to find the 2,000 rows that actually changed since yesterday. For decades, this is exactly how data replication worked. It's incredibly slow, wildly wasteful, and it puts a tremendous amount of unnecessary strain on your mission-critical production systems. But there is a much better way, and it's called change data capture. Welcome to today's explainer, where we're going to break down change data capture, or CDC, using Debezium, which is the open-source tool that has fundamentally become the industry standard for doing this right. Here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start with the flaws of traditional data extraction, then the change data capture shift, how Debezium connects the dots, snapshots and before/after states, solving the outbox pattern, and finally, production realities and golden rules. Okay, let's dive into Section 1, the flaws of traditional data extraction. So to really appreciate the elegance of change data capture, we first need to understand the specific headaches plaguing traditional database syncing methods. If you needed to keep a downstream system like a data warehouse or a search index in sync, you typically had two really flawed options. The first is full table extraction. Think about that number for a second. 50 million. In a full extraction, you're periodically pulling the entire table, literally every single row, regardless of whether it actually changed, just to replace your downstream copy. It's like moving your entire house just to replace a light bulb. While it's simple to set up, it scales terribly. The cost of extraction grows with your total table size, not with how much data actually changed. Plus, your downstream systems are only ever as fresh as your last extraction, meaning they're often hours or even a full day stale. The second traditional approach is batch-based incremental extraction. This usually relies on a last updated timestamp column, so you only query the rows where the timestamp is newer than your last pull. Sounds way better than pulling 50 million rows, right? Well, yes, but it has some serious, sometimes fatal gaps. The absolute biggest flaw? It completely misses deleted records. I mean, a deleted row simply isn't there anymore for you to query. Plus, it requires every single table to have a perfectly maintained timestamp column, which honestly just isn't always reality. And because it still runs on a polling schedule, there's always a delay. If a row gets updated twice between polls, you entirely miss that intermediate change. It just vanishes. Let's move on to Section 2, the change data capture shift. This brings us to the fundamental architectural shift that permanently solves these data extraction nightmares. CDC completely changes our mental model. We are moving from polling to subscribing. Instead of acting like a kid in the backseat constantly asking, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" we're subscribing to a continuous stream of genuine changes. We're just listening as the database says, "Hey, here is a change event right as it happens." No more polling delays, no more heavy query loads on your live tables, and complete accuracy because every single intermediate change is captured. So you might be wondering, where does this stream of changes actually come from? Well, here is the big aha moment. It comes directly from the database's own internal transaction log. Databases already maintain this log internally to guarantee durability and support crash recovery. Every single insert, update, and delete gets written to this log in the exact order it happened, even before the change is considered fully committed. CDC simply reads this existing log directly. That means we can capture all these changes in real time without running a single query against your live production tables. To ground this abstract concept, let's look at some concrete database features. In PostgreSQL, this mechanism is called logical replication, and it's built on top of the write-ahead log, or WAL. Every change gets recorded in the WAL before it's applied to the actual data files. MySQL has a very similar mechanism called the binary log, or binlog. Essentially, all major relational databases have these internal mechanisms, and they are exactly what makes CDC genuinely possible in the first place. Section 3. How Debezium connects the dots. Now that we know about these low-level database logs, we need a reliable way to actively turn them into consumable streams without, building fragile custom parsers from scratch. Enter Debezium, the de facto open-source standard for modern CDC. It sits right inside Kafka Connect and runs as a set of production-ready connectors. Here's the exact sequence of how it works. Step 1. Your database, let's say PostgreSQL, writes a change to its internal transaction log. Step 2. The Debezium connector, which is pointed right at your database, connects directly to that logical replication stream and reads the change. Step 3. Debezium translates that cryptic log entry into a clean, structured change event and publishes it as a message onto a Kafka topic. And the best part? It does all of this while seamlessly handling the tricky edge cases around restarts and failure recovery. Which leads us to Section 4, snapshots and before-after states. Now that we've got data flowing into Kafka, let's talk about what these event payloads actually look like. Notice the incredible clarity Debezium provides here. Every change event carries rich, structured information. For an insert, the before state is naturally empty, and the after state contains the new values. For delete, the before state has the values, and the after state is empty. But look at the update operation. What's really interesting here is that you genuinely get both the old values and the new values side by side. Downstream consumers no longer have to guess or manually compare snapshots to figure out what changed. Debezium explicitly hands you the before and after diff. Already computed, it's a real game changer. But wait, what about your existing table data, the stuff that was there before you turned this whole system on? Well, when you first set up Debezium on a populated table, it performs what's called an initial snapshot. Before it starts streaming live changes from the transaction log, it does a one-time, full extraction of the table's current baseline. It represents every existing row as a synthetic read event. Only once that initial baseline is completely captured does Debezium seamlessly transition into streaming the true, ongoing live changes. It's an absolutely crucial operational step to ensure you don't miss a single drop of historical context. Next up, Section 5, solving the outbox pattern. Let's look at a highly practical application and how CDC uniquely solves one of the most notorious headaches in distributed systems. I'm talking about the dual write problem. Imagine an order service that needs to update its own local database to change an order status, and simultaneously needs to publish an event to Kafka to reliably notify the shipping service. Doing both of these things reliably together is surprisingly tricky. If the database update succeeds but the Kafka publish fails, or vice versa, your services end up with a fundamentally inconsistent, incorrect view of reality. It's a massive risk for any business. And this brilliantly illustrates the solution, the outbox pattern. Instead of trying to update the database and ping Kafka directly from the application, the service writes its data change and a corresponding event record into a local outbox table within the exact same database transaction. They succeed or fail together atomically. Debezium simply watches this outbox table. When it sees a new entry, it reliably publishes that event to Kafka. Just like that, we've turned a highly failure-prone distributed systems problem into a perfectly safe, single database local transaction. Finally, Section 6, production realities and golden rules. Okay, real talk. This powerful paradigm shift does come with tangible operational responsibilities. Let's ground ourselves in some production realities before you start spinning up connectors. Running Debezium in real production environments means paying attention to a few strict rules. First up, schema evolution. Database tables inevitably change, columns get added, they get removed. Debezium handles this gracefully, but your downstream consumers absolutely must too, which is why Debezium is frequently paired with an Avro schema registry. Second, strict ordering and partitioning are completely mandatory. Debezium ensures that all change events for a specific row land in the same Kafka partition. This preserves the genuine order of changes so you never accidentally process a delete before an update. And finally, handling failures and connector restarts. Debezium carefully tracks its position in the transaction log, meaning if a connector restarts, it gracefully resumes exactly where it left off, without missing or duplicating changes. Let's bring all this together with a concrete e-commerce example. Imagine you need your analytics data warehouse to reflect live order data in seconds, not overnight. By deploying a Debezium connector against your production PostgreSQL orders database, you stream every single insert, update, and delete in real time. These land on Kafka topics, where a streaming job like Spark or Flink continuously updates your cloud data warehouse. Your analysts get second-level freshness, and you achieve this with zero disruptive polling load on your mission-critical live database. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a golden tip directly from our sources. Don't take on Debezium and Kafka's operational complexity unless real-time latency and perfect delete capture actually provide business value. If your analytics are only reviewed once a day over morning coffee anyway, traditional batch might still be totally fine. CDC truly shines when near real-time freshness and absolute accuracy measurably matter to your actual business outcomes. And there you have it. That is change data capture, explained with Debezium. We've moved from the heavy burden of batch polling to the elegant real-time subscription of transaction logs. But as you build these real-time streaming pipelines, another massive challenge emerges. Think about this for a second. If the exact same streaming pipeline processes the same events twice, maybe due to a retry or failure, why should it never produce different results downstream? How do you actually guarantee that? Well, it's a fascinating puzzle, and it's all about a concept called idempotency, which is exactly what we're going to be tackling next. You definitely won't want to miss that. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.